Hey guys, Wolf here. Thank you so much for coming to join us here on another L2 video for beginners and also mid-range Minecraft players on Java and Bedrock. So if you're not already done so, please do subscribe, turn on the notification bell so then you can be notified when we upload a brand new video. I would be really happy and very much appreciated if you can also give us a beautiful thumbs up on our content. So literally on the last episode, we did some basic and redstone information on how to do like certain things, and as promised, our next video would be how to improve from being a noob house right there with the dirt all the way over eventually to something a bit more bigger with some instant tips on how to actually improve your builds. So let's jump into this very quickly, so we're not wasting no time. So literally, a lot of people, when they first start playing Minecraft, they would just do a noob house. A noob house is practically a dirt block. Literally, sometimes a 5x5, which leaves 3x3 in the area with some torches, and you can't barely jump at all inside. So what we're going to be doing is actually showing you tips on how to make that a lot more better with using still the same footprint of a 5x5 part. Now what we are going to be doing is we are actually going to be starting off with some very basic style building here on our first initial level here. So we are still sticking with a 5x5 area, like I said, on each one of these builds, and you can actually just make it a very simple thing of increasing the height. So instead of being a 3, you then got a 4, and so then you can then jump up and down on the inside, which is a lot more nicer. And if you can then get glass, if you got like a furnace already, some coal, and you then got some sand, why not put in some windows? Okay, and then just place a torch, which we forgot to get. Literally we forgot to get that. Let's just knock that off there. So just in case we need to go back in there again, and then just place a torch in, maybe a torch up there, and then we then got our next level section here. Now what you can do with that is then you can actually start adding on a roof, just a very basic roof with this. And that's what we're going to do right now. So we're just going to build a very basic roof without no like overruns. We're just going to build a basic roof. That's it. For this level of build, you can get away with doing this, but we will get into more detail, of course, as we're like going along. Now this is actually all recorded in one go, so there's no time cuts or nothing like that. This is just as you see it here on the video, maybe but a bit of decoration at the end there. You can use slabs if you wish, but on the basic side of things, this is pretty much it. You can turn that into this here very easily in survival. Now yet again, another 5x5 area. Okay, so this is a 5x5, so 1 2 3 4 5, then 1 2 3 4 5, so it's a 5x5 square. So what people would do is like, right, and I'm going to extend it this way, I'm going to extend it that way, and not really but no form of thought on how the building's actually going to go. So what I would normally try and tend to do, okay, with this kind of thing, if you've got your door there, okay, and you're wanting to use this as like a little porchway in, okay, you can do. So what we're going to do is, right, we're actually going to move these now into the ground, so then we can actually show you on what we can actually do to make this a bit more different. And we're going to keep this front section here above ground. So what I would say is bring it forward on each one of these sections here, so that you've got a nice little porch coming in, and think about adding in some extra little like bits coming around, right? And this is like the next level side of build. So let's get this right. 1 2 3 4 5 6 3 4 5 6. And now I'm a very everything's got to be equal on both sides. So straight away you've actually got your original 5x5 area there, which is indented, and you then got the two side bits there. Okay, what you can do then, if you are wanting, you can actually start adding on all the extra bits of buildings coming around like so. Okay, so we can then make it bigger on that side. Then how about then making it bigger on one side? Okay, for like extra room, or maybe for like stairs going up into like a second level. Okay, so this is what we kind of like got there. So let's say then that you want to do stairs, you want to going to probably go with like 2i, right? That's fine. So let's put some of this in here, so we can then put some stairs in. Let's take that out there and place that as a little door. Okay, we got this bit here. Let's say you want that as a door as well, right? So you then eventually get in like a basic outline of your builds there. So let's take this up to now literally the next level on this. I will probably show you some details on like another episode, but this is just like a basic insight of what you can actually do to increase everything to that next level. 4 5. So let's now think on how we're going to make this even better. That design there. So what we're going to do is here, let's just double check this. 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. 5 6. It's like I said, I'm actually doing this only one shot. This is because I want to show you that it can be done very easily. So that's the 6, then 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6. That's 3 5 7 and 9. Let's just get that replaced back into there very quickly. And then we're going to go over, level that out there. But this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 on each side. Let me just put this out. Yep, there we go. So yeah, so let's just first of all, let's get this butt into here very quickly. So we are actually going to be extending on this. So let's have a look. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So 6 from this line. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, I tend not to use, by the way, commands, because I just don't like using commands as much as possible, because I want to make sure that this is right. So that's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what was that again? Was it 2? Yeah. So the second one over, third one in. So second, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. I'm going to go 1 in and then 4 up. 1 in, then 4 up. Is it? I don't know. I forgot. So we then got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and that then should be level with this top section here. So when we got this here built up again, I want to make sure that you can really see the progression of each kind of way of building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Was that level with that, or was it 2 over? Oh no, oh no, it was a 3 over. Okay, so let's have a look here. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So let's just put this into here. So this is a rough estimate of what that main part is over there. So what we now got here is a rough estimate or thereabouts of this build to that build kind of there, which I thought I placed that into the wrong area. This should have actually been an extra one out that way, but yeah, so this is pretty much this here. Now what we can do, we can then go, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and let's then just go straight up into the level section here. So even after building your initial base, right, you can actually get so much more done just by placing some basic little things like so. Now I will show you the base what I've been building on a single player world as well, just to show you what kind of level you can actually get up to just by thinking of like each section what you're actually wanting to build. Now everything doesn't need to be on a straight line like this here, and that bit there needs to be on a straight line, because that's where it gets and actually quite easy for people on that while they're actually doing the roofs. And I must admit, I was literally like that for a long time. And what I found is when I've been building, okay, as time has actually gone on, my buildings have actually got bigger. They've got more complicated with the roofing. And of course, this is what I wanted to show you guys as well on the single player world, which I will link in the video into the description down below as well. And there is actually some really amazing how-to guides out there on how to build and how to do like a full customization of like your roof and things like that. I'm more of the guide to actually give you the confidence to go big and literally aim for what you believe is actually going to be the best thing for your overall base. So from starting with a new house on a 5x5 to this here with windows and a bit of a roof, then to actually extending out. So the extension out, okay, is this. Okay, we messed up on the position on these bits here, but that was the initial pass format there. And then we've actually added on extra bits here. So you're like walking, right? You've got like, I don't know, like some beds there, or have that all open if you wish with that center part there. And then you've got like your stairs, you've got your bit there, you've got bits of your building around here as well. And then like you to build it up as you like going along. So this is verging onto a small type mega build, which you can easily achieve by just really looking at the area what you've actually got and actually learning how to think about where position of blocks are going to go potentially and what kind of palette you can actually use as well. So there's going to be like episodes, especially on the building side. It's like I'll let you to put detail onto your roof, onto the side parts. I'll let you to really start formatting what kind of palette you're actually going to be wanting to use overall. So this is where I believe that if you are going to try and do like a mega build or whatever, this understanding from your basic noob or your newcomer into the Minecraft community who's never built to onto the next level, then over to here, then over to here. Okay, and this is where it's like really different, and that for each and every single person. So I'm actually going to pop over actually to my single player world under the alt account what I've got 12 with like certain bits of recording. So let's pop over there right now, then I can then show you what we've actually done for our what we call our starter mega base. And it is big. and we can very quickly talk about the location for each things and why it was important for that design. Don't worry about the pattern or the other bits as well, what we've got on there, because that will come in another episode, especially with palettes. So let's just pop over there now and let's see what we can show you there. Hi there guys, so this is the build what I wanted to show you here on the single player world. So I'm actually just in my alt account, which I sometimes use for camera work. Literally we just got this nice bit of a building here. Now this building here is a bit of a massive build to like say least, but it is so worth it. Really is so worth it. Now don't worry about, like I said, about the palette, because we are going to be tapping into the palette side of things on another episode on what actually goes quite well. And actually I waited to get this effect as well. So all this here is actually all done in a survival. My little starting point was up there. There is reasons why that I've done this here, and because it was really quite important. So my first initial idea of this was actually this center part here where this entrance is. Now this section here is actually quite a fair size, so it goes over to that part there as well. And this was actually going to be like the main entrance into this building. Now, this is not finished, so there's not all the details on this build initially. But as you like come in, right, you've got 3 doors. Okay, and each door actually looks down in through another door area. So like down here we've got our villagers, we've got our trading hall getting started. And through here into this same tower, there is always a bit of lag on this single player for some reason. I'm not too sure why. And up here we've got a sugarcane farm in the tower. Now I couldn't really have a middle part and not make it look decent. So the towers were actually quite important for this. And with this being in the spawn area, it makes things so much more easier. Now in this back room here, okay, right, you will have 4 doors. Okay. So we've got this side here, which has got farms in. Okay, it's like I said, this is actually a alt account, so I'll be able to fly around and sort out like a few things, double check on the angles for like recording and stuff like that. If and when I need it. But this is actually the farm area here. Yeah, again, we need to sort that out, and this is going to like have another floor on with some stairs coming up as well, with like a little basic storage system there. And then through this side here, we've actually then got a mob farm. So our mob farm is all the way up there, okay, in the tower at the back of the build. And then also over to here is actually the storage area as well. So this does open up fully at the back. So let's just whip up round there now just to show you. And of course I will be showing how to do this in an how-to guide as well for this. So this is like all the storage system what we have, which is quite important. And then you would have actually noticed as well that we've got this side here. This here is going to be like another floor. So this is, by the way, what I was like on about to you. You have your main footprint system there, right? You've got these here, and at the end, right, you'll notice that there's the towers. Then thin towers up at the top there. Then the big main tower at the back there, which you need to finish off as well. So builds are not always going to be square or rectangular or whatever. Always think about adding on extra bits of the builds. Okay, this here has just got some basic storage in here. But this is actually the iron farm. Now this iron farm here, by the way, I will be doing a more up-to-date version for the videos. This is actually a 5 villager iron farm. So there's always going to be 5 villagers in here. Okay, as you can see there. And this has got no zombie, no hostile mobs or nothing like that. Okay. And voila, that's it. But I will show you properly on that one there. What I've actually been recording as well, actually, I've been dropping stuff from the normal player and that. So it's kind of like used as a bit of extra storage, I will say. That's technically kind of cheating, but it's fine. Then, yeah, so then we've got that kind of build there. So there's always a reason why you need to think about doing different shapes. The more complicated the roof system, the more detail that you are going to have. Like this bit here is all flat down, so when you look up you will see this, and you get the angle of the roof there. Right, you've got this main roof coming up, which starts over here. So this makes this front area here look a lot more bigger than what it is, and it's about the perception of whereabouts you are. And that's what all these builds are only really about. It's about that perspective of, does it look big? this is massive to say the least, but this is actually technically classed as my starter base. So let's just very quickly whip up here. I do need to sort out that there because I think that's what's actually causing the lag on the single player world. So as you like a look above here, right, let's try and get this a bit more better. So you've got your center point, which is the square. You've got your 3 bits going out into your 3 towers, and you then got your 2 side bits up at the top there, which is like for storage, the farm area. You've got your mob farm, you've got your sugarcane, and you've got your iron farm. So you've got quite a large amount of area there to actually be working with, and this is what this video is actually really all about. It's actually trying to show you that even as a newcomer, you can do builds like this literally over time, but you just have to keep practicing with that, and never think that you can't really do that. Because when I first started playing Minecraft, I literally, at the time of a recording about, I think it was like 2.5 years ago, I was a noob. I didn't know how to build. I went into creative from that in a creative world to really learn how to build and really challenge me, the thought process, okay, to what a build should be. And that was actually back in 1.16 and we're now in 1.19 too. So there's been a few updates since then and now, and I'm actually really glad that I've actually managed to do this, to actually get to this point in a short period of time. So literally keep practicing, keep moving forward, and just really challenge your thought process about general builds, because it's all about that challenging thought, that you can't do this, but you can do something like this. So literally just base down what you think and that you're wanting to build, have a look at it, and then just extend it out bit by bit and really focus on each area and what kind of use you're actually going to get. So in the next episode, okay, with the building side of things, we will be going through your palettes, your color palettes, to show you what kind of blocks go well with what. And then also, if we've got time in that episode, we'll then try and go into like detailing and how to sort out like roofs and etc. If not, that will be done on another video. This is literally like a full step-by-step instructional type videos and season, what we're actually doing on the L2. So it's like I said, if you're not already done so, please do subscribe, turn on the notification bell, so you can then be notified when we upload a brand new video. And also please give us a beautiful thumbs up, because that will help us tremendously, help us. So yeah, again, my name is Wolf. Thank you for coming to join us. Have a beautiful morning, afternoon, or evening, or wherever you are around the world. Thank you, and we will see you later. Bye.